How is she going to talk? What are some of the hobbies that she's going to like? And I know a lot of you, and then my hope is hopefully she has a good singing voice like Mama, not me. Okay, let's be real. And we'll find out. I hope she has a good voice. I would hate to tell my daughter, don't sing, babe. You know. God didn't give you that talent. You know, like. Me too. I'm honestly 50-50. I'm excited. A lot of people are like, it's a boy. And I'm like, if it's a girl, I want to be able to be the only one that says, hey, you know, everyone wanted me to be a boy. And I'm like, well, I didn't care. I wanted you to be my daughter. You know, I was thinking about you. You know, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's great. You know, but if it's a boy, hey, all of you that think that's a boy, congratulations. That would be awesome. A little honorary little turd. For a second born, I was asking, do we really want a second born attitude with a girl or a boy? I don't know. Like, praying that she's just they're just amazing. I just think that's right. But we know what is that we all expect growth, don't we? All of us expect growth. You know what actually where we get really defensive in the church though? When we talk about growth. Even worse is when we should be expecting growth in the body of believers. Hey, where are you growing at in the Lord? Where are you being challenged in? Hey, your life is looking like this. This is not looking like Christ. And a lot of us will say immediately our response is defensive. Don't judge me. You don't know my story. You don't know what's going on. That's true, but as Christ followers and believers, we should be also having some form of a conversation of accountability of going, what's going on? Where is the fruit? Are there seeds being planted and are they taking root? Growth. You expect growth from all of your children, but you don't expect growth in your own relationship with the Lord. You expect them to graduate the next year into the next grade. It's what? It's shameful, and sometimes we take high measures when our child gets held back, doesn't it? Don't we? When our child doesn't know how to speak or doesn't know how to do, like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. But yet, as soon as we assess that in our own spiritual walk, we're like, oh, no, you don't understand. And that's where we start getting justifiably, like, you know, we try to get all justified in our own sin, our own issues, and then we come up with all these excuses of going, well, no, you don't understand. That's what we say a lot. Trust me, I've got it. I had a couple buddies like, hey, DJ, you've been talking about the same thing over and over again. When are you going to give it up to the Lord? Hey, take it easy, dude. We've all done it. We've all thought it. So where are you at? Again, as soon as you come up to a Christ follower and ask them the question on where they are growing or that they are not growing in certain areas in their life as a Christ follower should be, we love using phrases like, hey, don't worry about the speck in my eye when there's a log in yours. How about just taking it and taking a step of like, oh, is that actually true? What if we had that attitude? You know what? You're really, really rude. Hey, you have some anger issues. Hey, you still have lust issues. You have not given up. Hey, when are you going to deal with this? You lie a lot. You realize that you are only self-seeking in everything that you do. You don't serve at all. You just take. And what if you had someone who could actually speak to you in such a way, and you'd be like, yeah, okay, I need to take this to the Lord and ask if I need to work on this. What if we had that attitude? What does it take? Except being defensive right away and start accusing of them of judging you and that you're on your own path and they need to stay on their own path and you need to have more grace and not judge me. We say that a lot in the church today. A lot in the church today.